RTJ, Fort Edward, portable. All right, Mike, we got you. Anybody else? Mobile, portable, or short on time? All right, we'll now take check-ins from anywhere. This is N1NDN Net Control. This could be the shortest net ever. I got KD2RTJ portable and N1ZGA. Come on, where are the rest of you hiding?
K5 BBI Frank up there in West Ball. Step 3.
All right, Frank, somebody doubled with you. Who doubled with Frank?
W2PLK.
This is Kilo Alpha 2, Oscar Golf Oscar. This is
KD2 PHK. Pete in Hartford, New York. I'm Prospect.
This is K2 JOJ coming through Prospect from West Mountain.
This is K2BX Tony, 7-3. AC2 BLE 10, Hudson Falls, Prospect.
W2WCR repeater.
This is N2MC, Mickey and Glen Falls coming through Prospect.
All right, that's a little bit better. I know I missed at least one call sign. Does anybody know who checked in after KD2PHK? If not, I'll just read the list, and if I left you out, check back in. But I know I missed somebody between KD2PHK and KC2BLE. K2 JOJ.
That was Tony, KA2BIX checked in ahead of me, Bernie. KC2BLE.
All right, I had Tony checking in after you. Tom was before Tony. JOJ. Okay. Let me make sure I got this right. I still think I'm missing somebody. I have KD2RTJ, N1ZGA, KA5VBI, W2PLK, KA2OGO, KD2PHK, K2JOJ, KA2BIX, KC2BLE, and N2MC. Who am I missing? Who was that?
I don't think you're missing anybody. You got everybody.
Okay. Then we'll run with it. I thought I heard somebody double with K2JOJ when he booted up, but must be they're not there now. Okay, well, let's get the net started. KD2RTJ, up to you. passing it over to Josh. Josh, you're passing it to Frank. Frank over to Ron. Ron to Art. Art, pass it over to Peter. Pete, you pass it over to Tom, K2JOJ. Tom, you pass it over to Tony. Tony, you're passing it over to Ted. And then Ted, you're passing it to Mickey. Mickey, you're back to me. N1 NDN. Go ahead, Mike.
Thank you, Bernie. 82 RTJ. On the old bell thing tonight, I found this. I lost it, I found it again. Just trying this out. I'm working on my ICOM 5100. I think I got it working again. I'm going to hook it up to it. I'm going to up to it now. For the next round, maybe I'll be on it. Everything's okay. Works good. Marriage is good. And I'm getting excited. Camping season's here for me. Already started it. And still praying for Debbie. Hope she recovers tonight. She's in my prayers. And so is in Frank. And I guess that's it for this round. So that being said, I send it over to Josh. Whoops, I got transmit overtime. N1 CGA, I think it is. Josh, you're up. 82 RTJ.
Got too far away from the microphone. K5EBI. Good evening, everybody. We had good breakfast this morning at Steve's place. There was 8 or 10 of us there. It was a good time. And Ed and Shelley Daly came by, and they're doing well, and they were out in Boston looking at airplanes. I guess Ed's going to invest here shortly, and maybe some of us get good friends with him. He might take us up in the air. We'll have to check that out, see how that goes. He'll probably keep it at the Glens Falls Airport anyway. He's down there all the time visiting with his friends. So that, Tony Trello, Tony T, got his 7100 going today, and he made the tuner tune up 80 meters, and so we made a contact on 80 meters with him today. And after that, I was thumbing around through the bands. There was all kinds of activity on 20 and 40, even a little bit on 80 this afternoon. So it was pretty good out there. Good into Europe, which isn't always. I got into Serbia and into England and into Russia. So it was skip was pretty good today, and if you missed it, you missed it. This is K5EBI. I think you told me to send it to Ron. W2PLK, K5EBI.
Frank? Yeah, lots of excitement going on here. I've been moving some junk around my cellar, and that's the extent of the excitement. I've been waiting impatiently for a cable to come to interface between my transceiver and my new amplifier. It's a band packaging thing was supposed to be here Tuesday, and I'm an impatient person. But I'll get over it sometime in the future. I think I heard that Mickey was down at the end of the list. Mickey, I sent you an email this morning. Check your box, okay? In the meantime, while you're checking that, let's check with Art and see what he's got from W2PLK.
W2PLK, KA2OGO, thank you. I'm working on my 440. I got familiarized with the schematics from Bernie, and I appreciate it very much. Other than that, I haven't got too much going on right now, so I'm going to turn it over to Pete. KD2PHK, your turn.
W2WCR repeater.
Well, I have an interesting story for you today. I got a mailer from Dan Steck, a political brochure, and on the back of it had a letter for number to get your COVID shot. So I called the number, and this was at 10:45. By 12:30, I walked out of the old Sears building with the shot in my arm. So that was pretty remarkable, I thought. No wait on the phone. They've gotten very efficient. Wish insurance and whatnot work like that. At any rate, I will pass that to K2JOJ. Tom, this is KD2PHK.
Thank you, Pete. KD2PHK. This is Tom here on top of West Mountain with a lot of rain today. And I guess that's certainly what we need. And certainly down the road, it kind of looks like it's going to be, they claim, an awful dry summer. So all the rain we can get, I guess that's good. We can put up with it for a little bit of time. And with that, I'll pass it down to Tony. KA2BIX from Tom, K2JOJ.
Tom, this is K2BX, and boy, you can look at that and find out it's going to be a dry summer. Well, I like that if it's going to be a dry summer. I don't know how you can tell, but I'm happy about that. I'll tell you. I'll take it. But, Josh, I don't want that snow, so quit talking about that. We don't need any of that stuff. You keep it right over there in Vermont if you want that. That's a good place for it, right over there. We don't need it over here at all. But, anyway, we went to breakfast this morning, had a good time. We had a great time, matter of fact. And we had 11, Frank. 11. I counted them. I figured I'd let you know exactly how many I had. Yeah, and I let you know, Frank, that the band was open. I worked Indonesia, Italy, Belgium, and France. Boom, 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 one right after another. So I wish if Tony had if the other Tony had his 20-meter dipole up, he could have worked all of them. Or if he worked 40 meters, tuned it on. If he could have got that thing tuned on 20, he could have worked them too. But it was open really good today. I figured it wasn't all this rain. Sometimes when that cloud is down, what do we always say? Get on the bands, because usually 20 meters is wide open, and it was open today. Oh, well, we had a lot of fun. That's all I got. I'm going to turn it over to the professor. KC2BLE, K2X.
Yeah, thanks, Tony. Yeah, breakfast was great this morning. Even a few of our northern friends braved the elements and come down. So that was good to see guys that we don't see on quite as regular a basis. So that was good. That was real good. You know. And I don't have much going on here. Don't have anything to buy, sell, trade. Well, and you know, I am buying an antenna, but it's on back order, so I'm not going to worry about that till it shows up. We all know about back orders. So, but other than that, things are relatively quiet, I guess you could say. So, yeah, with that, I'll send it over to Mickey and to MC, KC2BLE.
You said it with handheld battery holds up. And then to MC. No, haven't been doing too much radio today. Went to work. Didn't have to play in the rain, so that was good. I haven't checked my email yet, but I will after I turn or put this radio down. I'm getting some Sasquatch equipment ready so I can go camping this weekend. Me and Alex camping, and maybe we'll find a Sasquatch. That's what we're hoping for. We might have to tromp through the mud and the snow though in order to get to where we're going. Yeah, who knows? We'll see what it does. We'll see what that brings. But yeah, so that's what I've been playing with. Came home, went for a ride to Hobby Lobby. Yep. We'll see what I make up here. Actually, it might work out good for ham radio too. So we'll see if my project works out. So I'll let y'all know after it gets done and works. If it doesn't work, I won't let you know at all. So Bernie, take it over. N2MC.
If you do that Sasquatch call like you did over in Wells when we were hiking, you have got to catch a Sasquatch because that scared me and I was standing right beside you. So I don't know. I think the Sasquatches will be running through the woods when you yell like that. N1NDN. Josh, yeah, you're kind of in the bullseye for the snow, although I imagine it's going to be more like up in Woodford and that area. They're going to get pummeled. You'll get enough. But yeah, there's like a winter storm warning, I guess, for your area. So have at it, bud. You can keep it. Kind of wish it was here, but kind of glad it's not. All in the same breath. And boy, when you said your ham shack is a work in progress, oh, those truer words were never spoken for this shack. To say that my shack is fluid would be a crazy understatement. And I'm just all over the place with radios at the moment, so it's nuts. All right, enough about me. Let's look for check-ins. This will be round number 2 for the Thursday night Rag Chew Net. Looking for check-ins? Come on in, say hello, let us know what's going on. Got anything for sale, trade, just want a yak, whatever you want. N1NDN, looking for check-ins.
This is KD2 VSD Tony T.
This is the KB1IVE, about to go mobile.
All right, well, welcome aboard. KD2 VSD, Tony T. That rhymes, I like that. Get this. KD2 VSD, Tony T. You will follow M2MC, Mickey. And then you will pass it over to KB1IVE. Oh, this could go on all night. All right, so Mickey, you pass it over to Tony. Tony, you pass it to Steve. We'll throw it back up to the top, assuming he hasn't fallen asleep yet. KD2RTJ, back to you, sir.
Thank you, Bernie. I'm still working on this. I had it working, the display on this 5100. I'm still messing with it. I don't know what else to say. I heard it's snowing up in Tupper Lake, so it is coming. That's like, yeah, that Woodford area, that gets hit hard. I know because I've driven through blizzards over that mountain. Oh, geez, my radio's working. Sorry about that. But anyways, I guess that's all I got to say. So I'll send it back over to Josh. And his call is N1CGA, I think it is. Get his mountain ready. Take it away, Josh.
W2WCR repeater.
Yeah, I got my call sign before the B's came out, so it's Kilo Alpha, KA5 BVI. But that's me. Anyway, I can't wait till Tony gets his new antenna, Tony T, that is, gets his new antenna up there so we can talk around the world. Welcome aboard, Tony. I was telling him we made an 80-meter contact earlier, which was pretty neat. I have a little, what I want to call a vertical out here. It goes straight up about 40 feet and then wraps around the tree a little bit, up at around 40 feet. And that's what I've been using lately. It's I'm on the same radio now, has 2 meter and 440 also. So I got to play this afternoon a little bit, and I was hearing what Tony was hearing too. All the 20 meter, 40 meter, 80 meter stuff that was out there today was pretty neat, and had a good time. So with that, I'll send it over to Ron, W2PLK in the group, KA5EVI.
Frank, the talk about all this snow does not interest me in the least. I thought we were through with that. Today was kind of the day we expect in April. Yesterday was pretty awesome, the day before. And they will come back. In the meantime, let's just ignore the snow and maybe it won't come. Yep, no excitement. Nothing going on. I lost my list. Oh, Art. Over to Art from W2PLK.
Thank you, W2PLK, KA2OGO, sir. Yeah, I'm on 40 meters when I got stuff straightened around. My first contact, would you believe, I got midway for a change. Other than that, I turn it over to KD2PHK. I haven't got too much going on.
Well, I'm sitting here wondering about something because my nephew asked me a question and I didn't have an answer for him. The CBers use the 10 code, and we say things such as 7-3, and I was wondering, what is the name of our code? That was it. Over to KA2OGO, this is KD2PHK. Yes, I got that right. This is KD2PHK.
Tom here, K2JOJ. And kind of reminds me when you mentioned a fella getting a plane, that a pilot once said that flew around the Adirondacks that it's better to be on the ground and wish you were flying than flying and wishing you were on the ground. And while that sinks in, I'll pass it on to Tony. KA2BIX from Tom, K2JOJ.
K2BX. You lost me on that one, Tom. You lost me on that one. Okay. We use the Q signals, Pete. We use Q signals. That's what we use. That's what we use here. Our Q signals. You wanted to know. And what was I going to say? Hope everybody's having a good night. And there you go, Josh. You're talking about that stuff again. I'm with Ron. I like Ron's thing. Let's talk about motorcycles and ham radio and field days and ham finish and stuff like that. We don't have to talk about that other stuff. We got all kinds of stuff we can talk about. We don't need to talk about that. There's a whole bunch of good days coming, and that's what we want. But that's right. Like I said, 20 meters was open today. It was a good day for 20 meters. And I had fun on 20 meters for a change. But that's just the way it goes. Some days are like that. Okay. 450's working beautiful. I made a couple contacts on that. I made a couple contacts on my other one. The frequency, I gave you the wrong frequency, Tony. It's 3975 at 730. 3975 at 730 when that is. Right now it's going on. So I figured I'd tell you so you can jump over there if you want. But that's where the frequency is. And I'm going to turn it over to Ted. There's TC2BLE, T2BX.
Well, thanks, Tony. Yeah. Well, some of ham radio abbreviations are used like 73 and 88 and that sort of thing. Go way back to transcontinental telegraphy. They look for ways to shorten things up. Q signals, of course, are the main ones, but every once in a while there's this number one that creeps in into. But usually you got to go back in history. American Telegraph. I don't know if it's American Morse code or not, but back in the days of the telegraphy, transcontinental stuff along the railroads and that sort of thing. That's where a lot of that stuff comes from. So, without going to Google and looking it up, that's the best I can help you with. Let's see. With that, that's all I got. So I'll send it over to Mickey. N2MC, KC2BLE.
Thanks, Ted. This is N2MC. And, yeah, much more. I'm just hanging out. Let me cough for a second. Hold on.
W2WCR repeater.
I had a cough. Yeah, finishing up Easter candy. How's that? I haven't lost any weight, even though I went on a 10-mile hike last Saturday. That sort of stunk. And, yeah, that's it. Time to go on another hike. Maybe I'll do better this time. I gotta stop eating them cheeseburgers or something. I don't know what I mean. So, yeah, that's it. I'm just gonna pass it on down to Tony. Tony, take it away. Well, how about the other Tony? Or what are we calling you? Oh, man. I forget. Was it Tony T? I forget how it goes now. So, on to Tony. N2MC.
Thank you, Mickey. Yeah, Tony T. T for Tango. And that works for me, and that lets everybody know if we're talking to Tony Flores or Tony T. Anyways, KD2 VSD here, and you guys are talking about snow and stuff like that. I think we had a pretty light winter, except for that one big giant blizzard there in the beginning of the year. That was a week-long nightmare to clear, but the rest of the snowstorms have been pretty lightweight, and I think we're probably under the average, but April is always a teaser, and we always get something, and usually we get a 2-foot dumper in April, so we're pretty lucky. I'm going to roll a minute. And anyways, yeah, we had a nice QSO, Frank, Tony, and I on 80 meters. I didn't think I could tune my 40 meters to 80 meters. It tuned it right up. We chatted for a little while there, and just chatted a little bit right before that, Tony and I. And she's coming in loud and clear at both ends, and I'm very happy about that. And got a good plan for the antenna and so on and so forth. So with that, I think I'm done rambling, and I'll pass it on to, I believe, Steve. This is KD2 VSD going to send it to KB1 IVE. Steve, go ahead.
I thank you, sir. KB1IVE in the mobile. Heading to pick up Morgan. Hopefully there'll still be radio time, and I'm glad to get her to check in. She doesn't get on much, so we're going to try to keep encouraging her to pick the radio up. We'll see what happens. What's happening this way? Did get my biggest coup last night. Sardinia Islands on 40 meters before I went to bed. Netherlands as well, and a few other places. So 40 was active late last night. So that was really nice. So apart from that, not much else going on. Work, and the guy came out today to mark out where the pool's going to be done. So construction should be starting within the week. So be ready for pool season. And yes, Bernie, you could be the pool friend for Debbie. She said that was okay. So, talking to Bernie, we're going to pass it back to the master. Thank you, sir. N1NDN to take it from KB1IVA Mobile.
N1NDN. I always wanted to be somebody's pool friend. My neighbor had a pool when I was growing up, and we didn't get along all that good. We were friends in the wintertime, but in the summertime, he had a ton of pool friends, and I wasn't one of them. So then he came back to me in the wintertime because really I was his only friend. Yeah, but he had a lot of pool friends in the summertime. So I asked Steve if I could be his pool friend, and he said yes. So I'm very happy. Okay, let's pause and see if we've got any more check-ins for the Thursday night rag net. This will be the third round. We'll call it the last round. I think we've kind of said what we needed to say. And just looking for check-ins. Anybody else?
This is Charlie 2 Whiskey India.
KC2WI. There's a voice we haven't heard for a while. Hello, Peter. All right, we got KC2WI. Anybody else? All right, we'll start back at the top. KD2RTJ and KC2WI. You will follow KB1IVE at the end. All right, this will be the third and final round. N1NDN here, passing it up to KD2RTJ.
Thank you, Bernie. Yeah, this is KD2RTJ. And I'm just on a portable tonight. Still working on the site now. I had it working and all of a sudden it's not. Oh, I'm just frustrated. I am listening to 80 meters. It is busy tonight. Very busy. Everybody's coming in really good and clear and strong. So far, my antenna's holding out, my radio's holding out. Everything is good. Life is good. So, with that said, I wish everybody a good night. And stay safe and stay out of trouble. This is KD2RTJ. I'm sending it over to N1CGA. John, pick it up.
Roger, Roger. Well, good evening again, everybody. And this is Frank, KA5BBI, over here in Glens Falls. And we had a good day. It was a little wet and a little cool, but it was a good day overall. Debbie's sitting on a hot couch healing and keeping all the keeping the cat away from her so she don't have to whack the cat. But he keeps whacking into her and rubbing up against her and making her sore. So she's working on that. And like I said, good to hear everybody out there, especially the calls I haven't heard in quite a while. It's always nice to hear everybody get in there and rag Q on Thursday nights. This is K5BBI. I'll say 73 to everybody and catch you later on. Over to Ron, W2PLK in a group, K5BBI.
W2WCR repeater.
Thanks, Frank. Yep, I will extend and repeat best wishes to everybody. 73, and I'm going to set up a project for tomorrow to figure out why I lost my ability to connect to the amateur contact log for my radio. I lost the ability to do so. I'm sure it's something simple, but I'm kind of simple-minded, so you know how that goes. So anyhow, have a good weekend, everybody. Send it over to Art, KD2OGO from W2PLK.
W2PLK, thank you. KA2OGO. We got nothing going on. I just want to say thank you, Bernie, for running it, and thank you for the schematics. I did before, but I'll do it again. And with that, I'll say 73rd to everybody, and have a nice weekend.
Alrighty. Well, I just want to say 7-3 to everybody and pass it to K2JOJ. This is KD2PHK.
Thank you, Pete. KD2PHK. Tom here, and hoping we're not going to get much snow tonight. And I'll say 73 to everybody in the group, and pass it on to Tony, KA2BIX. From Tom, K2JOJ.
This is K2EX, and I know we're not going to get much snow, so we're going to make our little trip tomorrow morning, get down there and get Frank his eye shot, and get that back, and it'll be done, and I'll take care of that. So, wish everybody a good weekend, and hope everybody's having a lot of fun, buying a lot of ham radio equipment with their $1,400 they got. So, have a good weekend. Catch you guys next week, and catch you all later. Turn it over to the professor. KC2BLE, K2X is clear.
Yeah, thanks, Tony. Yeah, I echo all those thoughts, and look forward to chatting with everybody whenever. Tony, I'm heading on over to 5-8, so I'll catch you there in a little bit. 73 to everybody, and this is KC2BLE, going that way. What are you, Mickey?
I was just grabbing the handheld. And he said, "This is NQMC," and I'll say the same thing. 7-3, everybody. If you read about me in the paper, I may have been mauled by a bear or a Sasquatch. I'll do my best. Yeah. I'll try to get pictures while it's happening for everybody. That's my goal. New goal in life. That's the best I can do. Tony T, take it away. N2MC 73.
Yeah, thank you, Mickey. KD2VSD here. That's funny, Mickey. I don't picture you getting mauled by Sasquatch, but if you do, you got to put it on YouTube or something. Tony, I don't know, but I'm still waiting for my $1,400. Maybe you got yours, but or maybe you got mine. I'm not sure. But anyways, not much else left to say here. Just waiting for that antenna, waiting for the weather to clear up. I think both things are going to happen at the same time. So looking forward to that. And with that, I'm going to say 73s and pass it on to Steve. KB1IVE, this is KD2VSD. Thank you.
I thank you. This is KB1IVE Mobile. So, just picked up somebody else. So, I don't have anything else to say. And I'm going to hand the mic back over to Bernie, and Bernie can look for an additional check-in. N1NDN, KB1IVE Mobile.
N1NDN, we still got one more to go. KC2WI, go ahead.
Sorry. KC2WI, kind of listening from the other room here. I got to get my remote speaker bike set up. I went out and got my second COVID shot tonight at 6 o'clock, and on the way over there, I looked at what was coming down on the windshield, and I said, this isn't all liquid, just by the splatters. And on the way back, it was stopped at the store. It was 6:30, something like that. There was snow in the air, and I just looked out, and there's a little bit of white on the grass here up in Lake Pleasant, so I doubt it'll amount to anything, but it is 33 degrees on the thermometer, so it might. So if we get 3 inches or significant amount on the ground, just enough, I will take my snowmobile out and I'll go over next door to the driveway next door, the camp driveway, which doesn't take much to make it look like you're on some trail somewhere, and I'll take a picture and say, oh, I went snowmobiling, just for the fun of it, post that on Facebook. So I have to try to remember this net. I checked into the Air Force Mars net at 7, and so I just picked up the end of this, 7-3 all, KC2WI.
Thanks, Pete. Good to hear from you. N1NDN. All right, well, let's take a quick pause and see if there's any more check-ins for the Thursday night reg net, real quick.
Hi, Bernie. It's KD2UIM. Checking in, I guess. I hate Steve so much. I swear, I come home from work, and he's like, oh, here.
So just take the microphone and beat him over the head with it. Although it is nice to hear you on the radio once in a while, too. Well, do you have any words of wisdom for the net before we close?
I don't.
Always got words of wisdom. Sometimes you have words too much.
Not really. I'm a little wet from walking, but it's nice. It's gonna be nice when the warm weather comes.
We can't agree more. KD2UIM. Okay, we'll let you go into where it's dry. We'll see everybody later. Thanks for checking into the net. Thanks to the new guys coming in, the new ladies as well. And we'll say 7-3 to everybody. This is N1NDN Net Control for the Thursday Night Rag Net. We'll see you all next week.
Thanks again for picking it up, Bernie. Much appreciated. Keep me one over your bubble.
Well, I gotta do something nice. I'm your pool friend now.
W2WCR repeater.
Harold, that's true. That's what your girlfriend said.
It's important to keep the girlfriend happy. All right, I'm out. N1NDN.
Later, 7-3.